Hello and welcome to our new week. I am excited. You have a great foundation and we are ready to get started. In our last module, we really focused on intuition and distinguishing our intuition that is genuine and God-given from what we call intuition that might be based in fear and anxiety. And we really looked at the intersection of prayer, of our high vibration, getting used to that metaphysical language, and even of our higher self. And all of these will come into play this week and really for the rest of the program. So keep those in mind as we move ahead. Today, we are talking about the law of attraction. And I want you to pause and to set your vibration really high, starting right now for this discussion. Do whatever you can to consciously raise your vibration, get in a really good headspace. If you're tired, you might want to stand up and kind of shake off the day. If you need to take a walk, you might want to take a walk or listen to your favorite piece of music. And in fact, the law of attraction is intimately related to your vibration. So let's start to raise it as high as possible right now. Here is a fun meme to get us started talking about the law of attraction. Live your dreams, whatever they may be. The law of attraction and us being aware of the law of attraction will help us live our most wild dreams without any barriers. That's what we have to look forward to. One of my favorite motivational speakers is Lisa Nichols. If you haven't watched her, I encourage you to. And this is what she has to say regarding the law of attraction. If you were at a restaurant and you ordered something, you fully expect it to come served that way. That's how the universe is. You're putting out orders consciously and unconsciously. So if you say, I'll never have a great relationship, you just placed an order. And Lisa is exactly right. What we're really focused on in this module and for the rest of your life is putting out orders that are meaningful to you and that are in high resonance with God and the Holy Spirit on your Christian walk. Let's go over some basics about the law of attraction. First, your vibration is a magnet. Your vibration is made up of your inner emotions, your feelings, your thoughts, everything that's going on in your energetic field. Number two, the universe will deliver exactly what you put out to it, exactly what you put out to it. Even if we are saying positive words, but our inward feeling is fear, we're putting out mixed signals. What we want to do and start to cultivate now and for the next several months is making all of those match. So we're putting out exactly what we want that's in high resonance with the Holy Spirit to create our lives, to impact the world at the highest level, and to spread the message of Jesus Christ. Any self-fulfilling prophecies we have will come true, whether those are negative I'll nevers or whether they're positives I can't wait to. We are going to focus on the language of what does work and start to eliminate some of that vocabulary of never from our vocabulary. Quick reminders about last week. We talked about our vibrations and we talked about our intuition. And when we tap deeply into our intuition, we are also tapping into God's desires for us. And when we're in high vibration, we enter into the quantum field of healing. Remember that your vibration is going to set your reality, and reminder, meditation is the quickest, most effective way to tap deep into our intuition and to start to set that vibrational field. Let me go over my example. You know that I have a PhD in New Testament, and I was in grad school for a really long time working on this, for 10 years actually. And for most of that time, I thought that working harder equaled working smarter, but that really wasn't true. For most of my grad school experience, I was letting my vibration be pretty low, and I was not manifesting my own reality. And I was such an empath, I was letting others' opinions and perceptions, or what I believed were their opinions and perceptions, bleed all into me and really affect my vibrational field. And I was letting my future be determined by my peers and my advisors and my deans, by everyone except me. But now I know the truth. I was working really hard, but I wasn't working very smartly, especially in terms of my energy field and my vibration. And it was towards the end of my grad school experience that I started to really pay attention to that and to begin to attract all the positive things I wanted in life. And as soon as I changed my vibration, bam, things started to progress. My writing picked up, my research picked up. I felt really good about what I was doing, and I was able to cultivate that energy day in, day out. You can too. Remember, your vibration sets the tone for what is attracted to you. Whether that's negative, whether that's neutral, whether that's positive. What we want to do now is to find a baseline for you for a very, very high vibration. Because sometimes when we're first starting to tap into the law of attraction, we wonder if we are actually putting out a high vibration or not. So in the next slide, I'm going to help you set your baseline for what a high vibration feels like. And let me give you a hint. This baseline will change because it will shift higher and upwards over time. So let's find out what your baseline for a really high vibration is. And let me tell you what it is for me. When I sit down and play the harp and I'm totally in flow with the harp, it doesn't matter what I'm playing. It doesn't matter if I'm playing any melody at all or if I'm just strumming the strings. I am in a super high vibration. The harp helps me get there, but it's also just my instrument. I love playing it. So when I begin to wonder, what is the vibration I'm putting out there? I measure how I'm feeling compared to how I feel when I play the harp. If I don't feel as good about my thoughts, about my goals, about my intentions as I do when I sit down and play the harp, then I need to work on getting my thoughts and my feelings and my vibration up to that level so that I know it's really, really high. I would like for you to take a few minutes and consider, what is your baseline? What is it that you do in life that feels fantastic and you know you're in a really high vibration while you're doing it? This needs to be about you in your internal state, not external people's opinions or thoughts of you. Now that you have begun to consider your baseline, and if you haven't done that yet, pause and think about it. If you need a little help, I am more than happy to help you with that. Let's look at this from a psychological point of view. We know that emotions love each other and they start to multiply. When we feel bad, when we're depressed, we find usually ways to continue to feel bad and continue to feel depressed. When we feel joyful, we find ways to help us feel joyful. Emotions love each other and they multiply unless we do something conscious to change that. So if we feel anxious, anxiety is naturally attracted to us. This happens at the law of attraction level. It happens on a psychological level. So what to do when you are anxious? We do live in the real world. There are going to be times when our vibration dips a little bit, when we do have anxiety, when we have stress. When that happens, I want you to start to raise your vibration deliberately. And you can do that because you know what your baseline is. You can probably think about whatever it is that makes you happy and start to feel happier. And you're going to be given lots of tools over the next 9 weeks that will help you raise your vibration. You can do that through oils. You can do that through music. You can do that through meditation. You can do that through crystals. There's a ton of ways that you can do that. The most important one begins with your intentions. The best way to begin to set our vibration is when we first wake up in the morning. And Abraham Hicks, a metaphysical teacher, Abraham is a non-corporeal entity that is channeled through Esther Hicks. This is not necessarily a purely Christian perspective, but you may want to check out Abraham Hicks' works because I found them to be very, very helpful for thinking about the law of attraction. Abraham says that when we wake up in the morning, it takes about 17 minutes of remaining in the high vibration state that we were most likely in while we were asleep and in reset mode. And if we can stay consciously in a high vibration for those 17 minutes, that will start to manifest and grow throughout the day. If you're not up to 17 minutes right now, start with 30 seconds. When you first wake up, brush your teeth, get going, take 30 seconds where you pause and you deliberately put yourself in that high vibration state, and it will start to grow and it will start to multiply throughout the day. Most people find that avoiding their email, avoiding their phones, finding a way to have their coffee or their tea and establish that morning ritual is very, very helpful in this process. So this is a great way to start a baseline for yourself that you can grow over time. I actually have an Abraham Hicks calendar, and when I was making this particular slideshow, I looked over at my calendar, and this was the quote for the day. And again, law of attraction, you can't beat it. It is working all the time. Within 30 days of mild effort, you can go from being one of the most resistant people on the planet to being one of the least resistant people on the planet. And then those who are watching you will be amazed by the number of manifestations that begin to occur in your physical experience. I love this. In 30 days, and you have more than 30 days left in this program, so you actually have a great opportunity here to become unresistant, a least resistant person on the planet, and start to manifest the amazing life that is in resonance with your Christian walk. Let's go over some of the law of attraction misperceptions, of which there are many. 1. The law of attraction is not an excuse to control other people. We are really focused on our own vibration, our own responses, and I've seen some pretty blatant abuses of the understanding of the law of attraction, where people feel free to interject into others' lives and tell them that things that are happening to them are because their vibrations aren't high enough or because their thoughts aren't good enough, when in reality, we should only focus on ourselves. Number 2, the law of attraction is not a reason to deny real hardships. Life is full of hardships. We are caught in the middle of huge socio-political history, upheavals, all sorts of things. We have things that happen in our personal life, and in truth, hardships are really good teachers and jewels in life. Awareness of the law of attraction is helping us measure our response to hardships and hurdles. And number 3, the law of attraction and our awareness of it is not an excuse to be a Pollyanna and to tell others they just don't believe big enough. The only thing we can really control is ourselves and our reactions, and that's what we're focused on. When we get to week 10 and we talk about Christian mission, then we're going to talk about our impact on the world. We are not going to employ the law of attraction to dominate the world, to be destructive, or to get things out of resonance with our desires. So we're really not doing this to build a life full of wealth and power. We might build a life where we are highly influential and wield power in a healthy way, where we are abundant. We're not doing it for those purposes. Those are the byproducts of using the law of attraction to be a force of good in the world. Remember, the law of attraction is working no matter what. It is always working. So when we are aware of the law of attraction, we are using the law of attraction to manifest our best realities with the Holy Spirit, to find out what our highest resonance is, to live our life purpose. One of the major parts of this program is to help you deepen your understanding of your life purpose and to get out there and live it, and to create abundance so that we can bless others. You are probably thinking now about money, right? You might even be getting anxious about the discussion about money and abundance. Wait for it. We're going to talk about that in week 9. This is such a loaded topic for so many of us, especially for Christians, that I want to wait a little while, and we're going to really tackle that topic together so that we can create abundance, but do that in a way that is high resonance and where we can bless others. Reminder, you are a magnet. You are magnetizing your reality right now, this very second. And you want to magnetize with high vibrations, not low vibrations. Set your baseline, get your vibrations high. You're going to learn a ton of tools to raise your vibrations very consciously. More helpful hints will be coming up in the rest of this module. We will be talking about setting intentions, creating affirmation to live out those intentions, getting your vibrations as high as they can be, and dealing with wobbles and shifts as they happen. And our intentions, our vibrations will change over time, and we are along for that ride. Our next video will introduce you to a Christian spiritual practice. Maybe you've practiced it, maybe it's new to you. It is called Lectio Divina, and it is a practice that is both prayerful and meditative, will help you with your vibration and deepen your relationship with God. Let's go there next.